Ever hear the statement, the customer's always right? Well, when you're a driver, a taxi driver, or PCO driver, or a ride-hailer driver, one of these ones that works on the modern apps, you have to keep that in mind, because you will get customers from all walks of life. Some will be have a very interesting fault line, and whatever you do, it's your fault, and whatever they say, you must agree. Now, that being said, sometimes people will say things that personally attack you, and you have to learn to be quiet, either ignore them. If you have a podcast, if you have an earpiece, or one earpiece of course, which I believe you're allowed to have, you will put on a podcast and try and ignore them, or you can respond in a diplomatic way. Keep in mind, if they complain, the platform you partner with, and I say partner because you don't work for Uber or Bolt or Lyft or Green Tomatoes or whatever you call them, you partner with them. So you are not entitled to work a set amount of hours with them, and they're not entitled to ensure that you work a set amount of hours. Do you understand? So you can break away either party anytime for any reason. But they also have the ability to suspend your account if it doesn't work within their interest, because you said something now or done something either, which in certain cases is understandable, in other cases a bit controversial, because someone may say something and then you respond in an adequate fashion and they don't like what you say, so they go and tell them and your account's suspended. So the better way, and this is for those who are considering being an I shouldn't just say Uber, be a driver, let's just say taxi driver at this present moment. Answer the statements like this. Some people may say, remove yourself from that position of that statement, but speak your mind. So you're not saying I would say that, you're just saying some people would say. And say it in the nicest, most comfortable, reassuring voice, or like, confused, have you thought of this? Because that's the best way I find to handle those kind of people. Now, on the flip side, you can get an aggressive person who just come back at you. And then you can do that middle class thing. I'm a bit confused. Are you saying da 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 da? And if so, could you explain to me how that makes sense? Because, call me slow, but I'm a bit confused. And see where they go from there. And other times you just ignore them. But this is, obviously, I'm doing vlogs about being a taxi driver, and I use it. And for all you black taxi drivers out there, I had somebody the other day, a while ago, who said, you're not a taxi driver, you're a PCO driver, you're not one of us. Mate, for you black taxi drivers who are very sensitive, it's just a terminology, and taxi is a universe, is all over the planet. When you go to any country, you say taxi, so I'm using the term taxi. So that's my disclaimer, okay? And I haven't done the knowledge, I'm not saying I'm as good as you guys, I'm just saying I'm using that term. So anyway, I nearly lost track. So all I'm saying, when it comes to these situations, it's a bit like what the military says, don't talk politics, don't talk religion. Because I've seen it before when it just blows up in people's face straight out of the hand. But I know at times people will say things or may say things that's really going to get a bee under your bonnet. I've had some very interesting comments about South Africa and black people and the apartheid on more than one occasion, along with other things. But we won't go there. So I just thought I'd share that.